Class 12 Flamingo, Deep Water by William Douglas. About the author. William Douglas was an American jurist and politician. He was one of the youngest justices appointed to the Supreme Court of the United States. Theme. In this essay, William O. Douglas talks about his fear of water and how he finally overcomes it by his courage, determination, hard work, strong willpower, perseverance, and the desire to learn. If these are practiced, we can definitely achieve success in all our endeavors. Introduction. In this story, Douglas talks about his fear of water and how he finally overcomes it with strong willpower, courage, hard work, and firm determination. Once he took courage, the fear vanished. The writer's experiences further confirm the proverbial truth, where there is a will, there is a way. Let's look at this summary. The narrator had developed a terror for water since childhood. When he was 3 or 4 years old, the writer had gone to California with his father. One day on the beach, the waves knocked the child down and swept over him. The child was terrified, but the father knew there was no harm, and so he laughed. The experience bred a permanent fear of water in the child's subconscious mind. Another incident, more serious, increased his terror. The writer was trying to learn swimming in the YMCA swimming pool in Yakima. One day, while he was waiting for other boys, a big boy suddenly played a dangerous prank and pushed him into the water. The writer was terribly frightened. He went down 9 feet into the water. When he reached the bottom, he jumped upward with all his strength. He came up, but very slowly. He tried to catch hold of something like a rope, but grasped only at water. He tried to shout, but no sound came out. He went down again. His lungs ached, head throbbed, and he grew dizzy. He felt paralyzed with fear. All his limbs were paralyzed. Only the movement of his heart told him that he was alive. Again he tried to jump up, but this time his limbs would not move at all. He looked for ropes, ladders, and water wings, but all in vain. Then he went down again the third time. This time all efforts and fear ceased. He was moving towards peaceful death. The writer was in peace. When he came to consciousness, he found himself lying on the side of the pool with the other boys nearby. The terror that he had experienced in the pool never left him. It haunted him for years and years to come. It spoiled many of his expeditions of canoeing, swimming, and fishing. It spoiled his pleasures in Maine lakes, New Hampshire, Deschutes, Columbia, and Bumping Lake, etc. But the writer was determined to conquer his terror. He took help of a swimming instructor to learn swimming. The instructor taught him various actions necessary in swimming, part by part. He put his face under water and exhaled and inhaled, raising it above water. He practiced it for several weeks. He had to kick with his legs a few weeks on the side of the pool. At last, he combined all these actions and made the writer swim. He learned swimming, but the terror continued. So deep was his childhood experiences. What frightened him was the fear of fear. Whenever he was in water, the terror returned. Henceforward, the writer tried to terrorize terror itself. He tried to face the new challenge. When terror came, he confronted it by asking sarcastically as to what it can really do to him. He plunged into the water as if to defy the fear. Once he took courage, the terror vanquished. He faced the challenge deliberately in various places like the warm lake. He conquered terror at last.